Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
Hands up! Hands up!
Right now on WJCL 22 Morning News, the moments deputies track down two men accused of driving off with sports car during a test drive. The unusual spotting inside a car wash that landed the men in handcuffs.
And I felt like it was ridiculous for him not to get a bond.
A South Carolina teen and former American Idol contestant will stay behind bars charged with felony DUI. What he says he did right before the deadly crash.
Is it time to lift mask mandates? I'm Aixa Diaz in Washington. How federal health officials and the White House are answering that question.
Plus, Hollywood in the hostess city. How you can take part in all the lights, camera, and action.
It is right now 6 o'clock on this Thursday morning. We are live out in the Lowcountry this morning. This is at Henry C. Chambers Waterfront Park in Beaufort, where it looks like it is a gorgeous start out there this morning. We want to thank you so much for waking up with us right here on WJCL 22. Good morning, everyone. I'm Emma Hamilton.
And I'm Frank Solkowski. Let's not waste any time getting meteorologist Jonathan Myers in here. And Jonathan, I tell you what, the sunshine has been a welcome addition to our daily routine.
Absolutely. How about even some warmer temperatures, too?
Yeah, we'll take those.
Yes,
yeah, sure.
Always.
Absolutely right. Let's look at that forecast starting off the morning. Now, it's cold to start things off. You definitely need to have that coat on this morning as you head out the door for school and work. Most of us right now, mid and upper 30s, probably some inland areas could see some patchy frost around 47, 9 o'clock. But you see those temperatures? How about upper 60s by 3? That is above average, about 4 degrees above average today. And you notice just lots of sunshine all the way through the afternoon. Look at all the clear skies across the southeast, mid-Atlantic states, down in the Gulf of Mexico, cloud-free skies. And we're going to see that again for today. Now, weather headlines will show you we're going to see beautiful weather for today with sunshine. More of it again tomorrow. But we will continue seeing a warming trend for Friday and also for Saturday, close to 70 degrees in the afternoon. By far, Saturday will be the best day of the weekend. By Sunday, we'll see more clouds, cooler temperatures, and also a small chance for a few showers. I'll detail more of that weekend forecast coming up in less than 10 minutes.
Jonathan, thanks so much. Checking in on traffic. We are in downtown Jessup, where it looks like it is a very quiet start out in Toombs County this morning.
Yes, this is Don Jackson North. We just had someone jump in a car and take off.
All new this morning, two men are behind bars accused of stealing a sports car from a dealership after asking to test drive it. Now, this all happened Tuesday in Forsyth County, right outside of Atlanta. Deputies say the men showed up to the dealership off of Georgia 400 asking to test drive a Dodge Charger when they took off without the salesperson inside. Now, Frank, just an unbelievable story here.
Yeah, this is one of those things that you see in some movies and maybe a video game. Not only was a Charger involved, but deputies say the men showed up with a getaway car too. It was a red Camaro.
Contact with a red Camaro. Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Roll the window down! Roll the window down! I have one at gunpoint.
Deputies were able to arrest that man, and when they ran the plates, they discovered that car was stolen too. That stolen car coming from DeKalb County. As this was all happening, another deputy was in the car wash when he heard on the radio the driver of the stolen Charger crashed and ran off. Then you can actually see him in the video running in front of that deputy.
The male right into the wood wave.
They were able to capture that man as well. Right now, both suspects behind bars. One has been denied bond. The other was given a $44,000 bond.
And Frank, this whole thing happened just within a few minutes.
Yeah, and it had so many different moving parts, but when all was said and done, the call came in just before 4 o'clock on Tuesday, and by 4:21, local authorities had both guys in handcuffs.
Wow, job well done by local law enforcement. Frank, thanks so much.
He took away a husband, a son, a daddy.
And a former American Idol contestant denied bond charged with a felony DUI following a deadly crash. 17-year-old Caleb Kennedy appeared in court yesterday. Authorities say Larry Paris was hit and killed after Kennedy drove his truck into a building Tuesday. Investigators say the teen told them that he used a vape pen before the crash and was under the influence of prescription drugs.
The problem with the vape pens are they're not regulated by any agency as far as we know. They're lacing them with different substances.
Kennedy made it to the top 5 on American Idol last season before removing himself after a video showed him sitting next to someone wearing a Klan-like hoodie.
Well, all new this morning, a third round of bomb threats at one of Atlanta's historically black colleges. Spelman College went on lockdown around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. All classes were canceled. Authorities say they found nothing suspicious. Since Black History Month began, at least 17 HBCUs have been targeted. Also new this morning, autopsy results reveal Bob Saget died from head trauma. His family making that announcement last night. Investigators believe Saget accidentally hit the back of his head on something before he went to sleep. Officials say no drugs or alcohol were involved. Saget was found dead last month in his Orlando hotel room. He was 65 years old.
This morning, brand new cruise vaccine rules that'll be in place as soon as next week. The CDC says cruise ships can operate under one of 3 tiers. The first, vaccination standard of excellence, meaning at least 95% of passengers and crew are fully vaccinated and boosted. Highly vaccinated with no booster requirement, or not highly vaccinated. Quarantine and isolation rules would depend on the ship's vaccination status. Tests are still required. Crews have until next Friday to comply. Well, there will be no vaccine requirement at this year's Oscars. Several media outlets are reporting that the Oscars will not require proof of vaccination to get in, but they say that a negative COVID test is required. The Academy has not yet publicly released its pandemic policy for this year's ceremony. The 94th Academy Awards will be held March 27th at Dolby Theater in California. You can watch it right here on WJCL 22. Well, this morning, your big break could be right around the corner.
Yeah, and you don't need the movie star looks to be in a movie. How about our own leading man, consumer reporter Asa Aaron Smith, joining us from the studio with the opportunities right here in our own backyard.
And, you know, it could be the backyard or it could be down the street. But the point is, the options are certainly there for those willing to do a little searching. Thousands of Savannah and Lowcountry residents don't just dream about being in the movies, they're actually working on some of the hundreds of films made here. You probably know some of them. There's Forrest Gump and The Big Chill, made in Beaufort, and of course Savannah's own Garden of Good and Evil. The list goes on and on, right up to the present day, where favorable weather and even a more favorable business climate have opened the door to productions like Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid spin-off, or the latest resurrection of Michael Myers called Halloween Ends. Charles Bowen is the founder of the Savannah Film Alliance. He says movies make money for this area.
As far as the projects themselves, it ranges from very small productions to extremely large. Even, Marvel Productions have filmed scenes in Savannah. But in terms of the economic impact on Savannah itself, we've seen a growth from about $36 million in economic impact in 2014 all the way to over $266 million in 2019.
Bowen says the filmmakers' investment is not limited to movie vendors.
When a film comes to town, it's basically bringing an entire community with it. So they have all the needs of a community. They need dry cleaners, they need drivers, they need chefs, they need whatever you can think of, they're going to need it. So it really benefits a very large cross-section of the Savannah business community.
One of the big investments filmmakers bring is extra work for local residents. Folks usually earn $10 to $15 an hour to stand in the background.
Being an extra is not easy. You typically have to show up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, be prepared to be there all day. It's a long day for very little money. But that having been said, there are some benefits to being an extra that are unavailable anywhere else. So, well, for example, You know, they are very careful on set with the placement of extras, and it is not unusual at all for an extra to be selected to have a speaking line.
It's also an excellent way to start learning the film business.
Another tremendous advantage is the experience and the training that comes about from being an extra. You're on set, you're on a real movie set, interacting with real movie stars. You are getting an experience unlike anything else you could ever think of. You pick up on the lingo, you see what goes into making a motion picture. And a lot of people, that's where they got their start.
Bowen says a lot of now famous people got their start as extras, including Clint Eastwood, Leonardo DiCaprio, Renee Zellweger, Megan Fox, and Channing Tatum.
Now, in my next report, I'll show you how to find out who's hiring extras, how to present yourself to get the job, and then how to conduct yourself once you're on the set, conduct yourself professionally. And I also found out something else. Whenever they cast news anchors, they usually look for the real thing. So shall I give you guys a heads up?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if Channing Tatum's in
I know. That's what I was having googly eyes about, AC. You said Channing Tatum. I'm like,
Some people say I look like Channing Tatum.
Who?
My mama. My mama loves me.
Asa, thank you so much.